Hi, I'm Mike Randall, and I'm with my friend Bill Gough, and today we're doing a little bit different type video than what you've seen in the past. We're not touring a home, but this is something that is very important to me and very dear to me, and that's the passion that I have. If anybody knows me, they know that I am very, very, very interested in personal development, and Bill absolutely shares the same passion that I do for things like that, and in fact, Bill's taken it to a whole nother level. Bill has actually been published as an author on that subject. And Bill and I were talking, and I asked Bill very casually, Bill, what do you feel like are the top 2 or 3 things that you would say would be utmost important to someone's success? And Bill, you had some great answers, and I wanted to share this with other people out there.
Okay, well, Mike, first of all, thanks for having me on the show again today.
Yes.
We're going to have this syndicated pretty soon.
The Mike Randall Show.
Yeah. Anyway, it's always a pleasure to be here and share with you about stuff. I mean, we talk about this subject all the time, but for me, I would say the what really did it for me a few years ago is lifelong learning. I heard that term, lifelong learning. What does that mean? Well, and I heard it from a personal development king. It's Jim Rohn, and we're shooting this, by the way, in December of 2009. And Jim Rohn, one of the most famous business philosophers, authors of all time, passed away just a few weeks ago. And that's where I first heard it, lifelong learning. And what that means is, we're in our society, when we go to, we're taught to go to school for 12 years, and then maybe another 4, 6, 8, 10. And get this education and go out and get a job. Well, for people like myself and maybe you, I'm not really employable. I do better as a small business owner because I like being my own boss. I didn't mean to make that segue, but the lifelong learning process typically for most people stops after they get out of school. And they stop learning. They stop trying to improve themselves, and that is a huge mistake in personal development because the human brain is capable of holding so much more than any computer on earth. It's the strongest computer there is. And if you fill yourself with knowledge and try to continue to improve yourself on a daily basis, I think I'm sitting on the edge of my chair. You can feel me right now. But lifelong
coming into your living room, America.
But lifelong learning is one of them. And we talk about some of the guys that we study, like Jim Rohn, Tony, and I know everybody's seen Tony Robbins on TV, and some of you folks out there seeing this may think he's some kind of joke. I'm going to tell you folks, that guy ain't no joke. I mean, he gets in front of presidents and all the leaders in the world, and this guy's been doing this at a very early age. He has people paying him over $1 million a year just to coach him. So, I mean, I think he's somebody that we should listen to. But anyway, guys like Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, I know is one of your favorite guys.
He is, Zig Ziglar.
Yeah, and but it's but that's the one thing. And I think the second thing that I would talk about is work. Is work ethic. You can't be afraid to work because what I'm seeing today, and I have, and you have children just like I have children, and what I'm seeing with these young kids today is just, it's a little bit appalling when you compare what our American children are doing in school and work ethic, when you compare it to a country like China or India or one of the other Eastern countries over there. Their work ethic is, it's why China and India are growing so fast today. They're growing at a rate that if we're not careful, they're going to take over us one day. So I think that, getting back to working your work ethic and lifelong learning, I would say those are the 2 things that keep me driving every day.
I was reading in your book, and it's funny that you mentioned the work ethic, because one of the things you say in there, you talk about Nike's slogan, "Just do it," and you talk about getting off the fence and I think there comes a point where you can have all the greatest ink pens and calendars and magnets and all the things, the ads and all those type things, but at some point you got to roll up your sleeves and just do something, right?
That's exactly right. And oh, by the way, thanks for mentioning my book. and this is a book that I co-authored with looks like 9 other authors here, very successful people, and and I'm very proud of that, by the way. It's the thing that kind of helped me launch my other business. I think you alluded to that a while ago. Is I'm in the insurance business, and I own 3 insurance agencies, and we've done that now We're in our 25th year, by the way, and for the last 15 years I've really studied the best insurance agency owners in the world, and now I've gone out and I want to teach other insurance agencies how to do it. And that's the business that you were talking to about, you know, taking, you know, trying to take personal development into another direction. So it's just, you can never stop trying to improve yourself. But the just do it part has to do with, some people wait until something's perfect before they launch it.
Absolutely.
I say just do something and fix it later.
Learn.
It's kind of, there's another statement by John Maxwell, a great coach on leadership. Fail forward.
Fail forward.
In other words, give your staff, give your team permission to fail, and because if they're not failing, they're not trying. But what you want to do is you want to fail forward. If they keep failing over and over and over, then they need to hit the door. But
sorry, you were allowed to fail this many times, but this many.
But no, I'm talking on the same subject. Now, if they're failing on 10 different ones, then hopefully they can prove 10 different things.
Right.
But it's just, and another successful thing, another successful tip I would give would be, for especially those small business owners out there listening to this that have employees, or if you're a supervisor or a manager in a workplace that you supervise people, is how to build up your winning team. Nothing is more stronger than a winning team, and a team coming together and working in unison with positive synergy. To anything can happen. You know, once you set your goals, make a plan for reaching those goals, and with the teamwork, proper teamwork, anything can happen. We prove that time and time again.
That is absolutely powerful stuff, Bill. How did the book come to fruition? Is that something we can?
Well, yeah, we can talk about that. Well, first of all, it wasn't my idea, but it was an idea that one of these gentlemen had, and I was in a coaching group with them, and they had the idea that we should do this. And
it's a great idea. It's a great book.
I was invited to do it. So each of us, there's 10 or 11 of us. Each of us decided to write a short chapter.
Right.
On a topic, and that's where that happened. And we use it as a tool in both my insurance agency office, and then also in the new company, BGI Marketing Systems, where I coach other insurance agency owners. You can't buy it. I did it for just to where people could we give it away as gifts, or if people want to pay, then we just take a charitable. We donate the money to my charitable. Fund,
so there you go. There's some success tips from someone that I admire and have a lot of respect for, and it's very successful. And Bill, thank you so much for doing this video for us
man,
today.
it's a pleasure, Mike. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.